What's good, Guardians? I'm here bringing you the Vyllence in this latest video where I'll be sharing my thoughts on Destiny's latest expansion, The Taken King. I've been playing this game for over a week now, doing almost everything except the raid, and based on everything, Bungie has made so many steps forward, and it also made a couple steps back. This is just my opinion, however, so if you agree with me, that's cool, but if you don't agree, well, then that's cool too, you know? Right off the bat, when you play this game, you'll see and hear some things that you probably won't understand. Like the new voice of Ghost.
We broke in a hive, teehee.
But I guess we'll get used to that new voice eventually, you know? But on to the good shit. The new user face is awesome. I love the fact that there's a dedicated quest tab for quests, bounties, and rep, and there's even quest tracking. I am so glad for that. I love also that the once useless gear now contributes towards your stats, you know, like your class item and your ghosts, and gaining reputifaction isn't bound to the class item anymore. The subclasses to me are very fun to play, but not so OP that you'd never find yourself using the old classes. Shit, I still find myself using Sunsinger for like the very difficult PvE and my Voidwalker for PvP. PvE and PvP are now more robust with elements like the Mercy Rule, new maps, new bounty types, new PvP playlists, as if you guys have never tried Rift before, and new strikes which are both engaging and to me very fun to play. I love fighting Darkblade, it's awesome. And the Shield Brothers, they're like Charizard and friggin' Blastoise. But let's not forget the Court of Orcs, which is probably my favorite thing to do in this game right now. Since the game came out, I've had so much to do. There's so many quests on all the planets, even Mars, which was once, you know, quite abandoned, and I'm so little time to do everything that I didn't get to prepare for the raid on Friday. And that I kinda gave up and just focused on building all my characters. When you start off, everyone and their grandmother has something for you to do, which is something desirable, you know. Lots of quests that you will want to do because you will get rewarded for doing them at the end with high ranking gear or new weapons. Like this friggin' sword! Oh my god! Every game mode seems to be a lot more robust and has elements that can keep me entertained for a long time. PvP quests not only give you good shit but helps you improve your skill. Likewise, PvE missions can be moderately challenging, and some of those mini boss battles can get so intense that I had to get help from my friends to get it done. By the way, Bungie, thanks for making more void weapons and more enemies that have void shields. I was actually concerned at one point because void element was so highly underused in this game, but now those issues have been put to rest. Getting more into the story, we have some major events happening so far. From the Awoken Queen dying to Kid going all badass commander and shit, some epic space battles, the final fight with Oryx, and what's up with the ending with Eris and that Crystal? Does anyone know? Everyone's been saying that Eris is gonna go bad. I don't think so. I just think that she has some secret mission that we all not gonna know about until the next expansion. All of it just fills a void, you know, of what story that was not in the original game that we're kind of getting right now. And it's something that we've all been craving for a long time. I can tell you this much. After playing TTK, you'll get a good idea of the personalities of all the NPCs like Holiday, Cade, Zavala, Ikora Ray, and even friggin' Banshee has a personality now. I wish I could have gone more in detail about the raid, but I haven't done it as yet because, you know, my light level isn't high enough yet. But all the new gear looks sick as fuck, and I can't wait to hop in the raid and jizz bullets all over Oryx's face and get some sweet ass gear. Yeah boy! Overall, I gotta say kudos to Bungie on this update. This expansion is definitely what a lot of people have been waiting for, and it is definitely the best that has come out so far. But before they get their heads swollen and thinking that they can't do wrong, let me tell you some of the shit that they did in this game that literally pisses me the fuck off. Now let me warn y'all, this is just my opinions, so if you hear me bitching, please just keep in mind this is just what I have noticed. You might not have a problem with any of this shit, but I know that there are lots of other people that do, okay? First off, even though they raised the level cap, it doesn't mean anything because you still kind of require specific gear to hit the light level to do endgame activities. It's like a throwback to friggin' vanilla Destiny. So check it, in House of Wolves, if there was some old gear that you really liked, whether it had good stats or, you know, it just complemented how your character looked, you could actually use an etheric light once and max out its true potential regardless of whether it's old or new. Now, if you get a really great sniper rifle with really great stats but it has a low light level, having it equipped will fuck your stats up. Furthermore, Being legendary means nothing because you will constantly find blues that have even higher light levels. And yeah, you can infuse it to make it stronger, but unless you have an item that you don't like that has the max light level, you'll be having to constantly infuse items over and over, which just wastes your legendary marks.
I learned this the hard way, boys and girls.
That type of gameplay just encourages monotonous grinding just to up your stats, and it makes the game friggin' boring after a while, you know? Secondly, it seems almost everything that was built upon in House of Wolves got shitted upon in this update, and it only took 3 months. They took away reforging from Banshee, so say bye bye to having the perfect roll on that 1,000-yard stare. Erismore doesn't sell shaders anymore, so if you don't have them now, then it sucks to be you. Nightfall has checkpoints now, which completely takes away from the challenge and making it so friggin' easy. Darkblade this week was so friggin' easy. I could have done the entire thing with a light level 260 person just for the shits and giggles, because I can respawn at any point in time. Prisoner of Elders and the old raids are now being left in the past because it only rewards you year 1 shit, which you will never be using ever again. Now, why is anyone going to play the old Vault of Glass or Crota's End or Prisoner of Elders for any of this? There is no reward at the end of it. It's just for shits and giggles. Come on, Bungie, do something about these raids. Do something about these game modes that you made to entertain us. Don't tell me that you made them just to have them discarded 3 months later. It's fucking stupid. Speaking of stupid, do you remember all of those weapons that you spent hours if not days trying to get, like the House of Wolves exotics, the Necrochasm, and all of those that you get from exotic bounties like the Thorn, Super Good Advice, and Pocket of Infinity? Well, they're all shit right now. Bungie just made all your efforts going into getting these guns go to waste. So now you have 2 options if you have them. 1, shard them, or 2, keep them in the vault and let them grow dust because you know you'll never be using them again. And yes, they'll still get used in regular Crucible, but that's the only place they will get used. You won't see them in Iron Banner, you won't see them in Trials of Osiris. No one's going to be using a friggin' Icebreaker anymore because you know that gun's probably going to be doing piss damage, while everyone's going to be walking around with like a fucking Hereafter or a Zalo Supercell killing everyone that's walking around with a fucking Necrochasm. Ooh, look at me, Necrochasm, oh god! Supercell, bitch! The sad thing is Bungie actually took the time to try and balance these weapons, making it look like they're doing some, but they're putting effort into guns that no one's going to be using ever again. Why? It makes no fucking sense. Another thing that's messed up is the fact that there's no solid way of farming strange coins anymore. The weekly that used to have them is now gone. They only have legendary marks. So the only way you can get them now is through RNG at the end of doing like a strike or, you know, a Crucible match, or by leveling up your faction, which I suppose isn't that hard, but you know you're not guaranteed the 27 strange coins that you used to get on a weekly basis. And when Friday comes and Xur rolls around, what do you got? Nothing! Because you spent all of your strange coins last week and you didn't get to level up any of your factions or do any of the monotonous strike grinding, so you're only stuck with like 5 or 6 fucking strange coins when everything costs like 19 and 20 strange coins. But I suppose that's also a method of control, because I suppose every week people used to go to Xur and buy shit. But now that there are less strange coins, people won't be buying that much from Xur, so I guess it makes it all the more elusive to get these things. Well, I guess that's actually a smart move on Bungie's part, I don't know. And last but not least, let's not forget how Bungie broke their own fucking game in the first week by introducing the 3 of Coins. Now, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I farmed the shit out of that thing, and I'm sure I've gotten almost nearly all the exotics that are there. But for those who didn't and don't know what the 3 of Coins are, there are these items that if you consume them give you a 1 in 5 chance of dropping an exotic on any mini boss regardless of the difficulty. And it's just laughable at how exploitable it is, because you could literally just do any boss and kill yourself and you get an exotic. It's just like the friggin' Miss Signal glitch where you could basically get unlimited master balls. The only difference is this wasn't a glitch. And I have tons of friends who have almost every exotic in the game, just like myself. The only thing I'm missing right now is the Zalo Supercell, which ironically is the one that I want the most. So in a sense, Bungie made Xur the most visited vendor in the first week, and is also making him the most useless vendor for every week after. I mean, if you have all the exotics, why are you going to visit Xur? You just won't. Anyway, that's about all I've got to rant about. Regardless of its flaws, TTK is still the biggest and the best expansion today. There are probably a few things that I forgot to mention in this video, so drop me a line on Facebook or Twitter and let me know what your thoughts are about this latest expansion. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button or subscribe to my channel. Well, I'm gonna go level up my other characters, so until next time, be legendary, Guardians!